Hey there, I'm Jeff with CreditCards.com. Today we're talking about whether or not the annual fee with your credit card is worth it. So hopefully you enjoy the video, you find it helpful, we earn your thumbs up, and you end up subscribing to our channel. All right, so is your annual fee worth it? The answer that's generally accepted is if the rewards you get from the card for that year exceed the annual fee, then yes, the card is worth it. So if you have a card that has a $95 annual fee and you get more than $95 worth out of value with the rewards, then the credit card is worth it. Now, I agree that you're not out any money with the card in that scenario, but I'm not convinced necessarily that it's your best move. You also have to factor in your opportunity cost. So by using that particular card, you're foregoing the opportunity to use a different card that maybe pays more or different rewards. So I think you also have to factor in your opportunity cost. So let's say you have a credit card that has a $95 annual fee again, and it earns 4% on dining purchases, 2% on grocery store purchases, 1% on all other purchases. Now you need to go through a rough estimate as to what you'll spend to figure out what your rewards will be. Let's say you spend $150 a month on dining, that's $1,800 per year. You spend $500 per month at the grocery store, that's $6,000 per year. And then you spend $1,000 per month on all other purchases, so $12,000 per year. That would mean that you would earn $72 for the 4% tier, $120 for the year at the 2% tier, and $120 again at that 1% tier. So your total rewards are $312, but you have to subtract off the annual fee. So you do come out ahead, and your total rewards after the fee are $217. Sounds great, right? I mean, I agree. You came out ahead with the credit card. You actually kind of made money by using that credit card. But let's talk about using maybe a flat rate credit card, one that earns 2% back across the board and it has a $0 annual fee. Let's run through that example. So you take your 2% rate and you multiply that by your annual spending of $19,800 and you get $396 in rewards for that year, which is obviously greater than with the card that had the $95 annual fee. So obviously I just concocted a scenario there. Who knows if it's actually relevant to you? I just wanted to go through an example that might demonstrate that a card that has a $95 annual fee, sure, you might think that it earns more, but you also have to factor in your opportunity cost. And in this scenario, it makes more sense to get the $0 annual fee that has a 2% earning rate across the board. So when you're evaluating a new credit card, especially one that has an annual fee, you have to do some rough math and try and figure out whether or not it makes sense for you. And speaking of finding a card that makes sense for you, you may want to try out our card match tool that's on our website. I can link that down below in the description. You can see if there are any special or interesting offers for you. I always say this is worth trying at least once. And again, the link for that is down below in the description. All right, so far we've talked about cashback credit cards, really simple examples. If you want to look at our guide to the best cashback credit cards, I'll link that down below in the description as well. But of course, people don't always get cashback credit cards. Let's go through an example with a rewards credit card, maybe a travel credit card that earns points or miles. So with these types of cards, you almost end up getting a separate currency. So you spend on the card and instead of getting cash back, you get points or miles. You have to think about not only how many points or miles you have, but the expected redemption value for those points or miles. So you take the number of points you have times by the expected redemption value. That gives you your overall rewards, the estimated reward value, and then you have to subtract off your annual fee as well. And with a lot of these cards that have annual fees that earn points or miles, they will come with additional perks and benefits as well. And you have to assign a value to those too, because that can help you to determine whether or not you want to spend up and have a card that has a greater annual fee. For instance, let's say you have a premium travel credit card. It has a whopping $550 annual fee. If you want to see our full guide to the best travel credit cards, you can check down below in the description. But for this particular card, let's say it earns 3 points per dollar on dining and travel purchases and 1 point per dollar on all other purchases. And let's say its redemption options, just to keep it simple, are the ones here on the screen. You can book travel, statement credit, get gift cards, get a check, and you can see the expected value there. So you have to do some rough math, look at your spending, factor in the redemption values and the number of points or miles you have, and then you can come to a conclusion there. On top of that, this particular card has lounge access and a long list of travel and insurance protections. So let's say you travel frequently and you think that the lounge access is worth $300 per year to you. And let's say that you're going to forego getting rental car insurance because the card already comes with that. So that saves you maybe another $200 per year. So you have to go through all the different perks and assign a value. In this scenario, we're already up to $500 in value without even counting our rewards. That means effectively, counting nothing else, the annual fee on this card is $50. It sounds like it's going to be worth it because the person travels quite frequently. If you don't travel all that often and you think the insurance items aren't that valuable, you don't assign a whole lot of value to the lounge access, then probably this card is not worth it for you. So yes, that was just another crude example. Who knows if it's actually relevant to you, but I just wanted to demonstrate that you can go through a simple process with cashback credit cards or cards that earn points or miles to determine whether or not the annual fee is worth it. The big thing you need to make sure you're factoring in is the opportunity cost of using that particular card. Yes, if you earn more rewards than the annual fee, you earn $100 in rewards and the annual fee is $95, sure, you came out ahead with the card, but that's maybe not your best scenario. So look, if you have more questions, you can write us down below in the comments. Hopefully you earn your thumbs up. Have a great day.